Nanzaje Sarah
Simplex music.
Nico Wabi Nico Sikame never ever give up Sikame never ever give up Mungu will bless our ways Mungu will bless our ways Nico handsome man Nico Sikame never ever give up Sikame never ever give up our Lord God will bless our ways our Lord God will bless our ways Nico handsome man
Hi everyone. Hi, welcome. Welcome everybody. Do tag your friends, tell them we are on. Hi everyone, welcome. This is Success Your Way Movement. This is your host Nicole Hanselman. We are live again, and today's topic is self-acceptance. Well, we'll dig into that and learn about self-acceptance, the importance of it, why do it, and everything. So, our tradition, we tag our friends and tell them we are on. So I'm going to go on my phone and tag our friends so that they know we are on. Others, welcome. Tell me who you are, where you're joining from. Say hello to me. So let me go ahead and tag some of my friends and hope that they can make it today. So self-acceptance is the topic. What do you understand by self-acceptance? Okay. I don't know. If I tag you twice, sorry. Okay. We're going to talk about self-acceptance today. I'm afraid my guests didn't make it, so I'll apologize for them. Cool. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Say hello to me. At least I just need one person to say hello to me, then we get on with that. Just one person to say hello. Karibuni. Self-acceptance. I think it's a very important topic. I don't think people are so keen on such topics, but they're really important to talk about because those are some of the things that you find yourself sometimes you're stuck, you don't feel like you can move forward, or when you do things, you don't feel like you're working out and stuff. But that could be down to the fact that we've not loved ourselves once and all. The same way you'd want to love your partner once and all is the same way we should fall in love with ourselves all over again. So I'd like you to tell me your own definition of self-acceptance, what it means to you when you hear self-acceptance. So welcome. Let me share this and hopefully find one or two people and we get on with it. I'll be happy with that. Self-acceptance. Okay, cool. Anybody around to say hello to me? I'll just make it a quick one. People are going through so much right now. The world is in a crazy state, but we just have to get on with it. We just have to try and make the best of everything we can. Did you watch the video that happened recently? The Forest Road incident that was so sad, just took us way back. Sometimes we feel like we're making 2 steps forward and 1 backwards. It's so sad. It's so sad what happened to that lady. My heart goes to her. Yeah, Okay, do say hello to me. I just need one or two people and then we get on with it. So just let's share a quick one today about self acceptance. I think it's really important to have this conversation. Karibu, Karibu, though I don't know who took Papa Hapa Asante. At least now I have you. That's good enough for me. At least now I can get on with it. Just to know somebody's there with me. It sometimes feels lonely, especially when your guest doesn't make it. You're like, okay, this is totally lonely. So yeah, self-acceptance and what you understand by it. I did share a little bit of my story. I don't know whether you've seen it already, whereby I was saying how as a child, there's a time I went through this phase where I was, let's say, ridiculed for my voice, it's got that bass thing in it. And especially when you're around girls with small voices, then everybody notices you as being different. You know, like that, oh, yeah, that kind of voice. Ah, and you're just like, oh, okay. So it's something that used to be brought up a lot. But I thank God that I've got a very, very strong personality. Yes, you can try and bring me down. Yes, I was a child and it might have affected me in some ways, but I'm glad I am who I am today, confident and love myself through and through. And that's what I want us to share today, loving ourselves, warts and all, loving ourselves wholly with all our flaws, just like you'd like to love somebody else, just like you'd like to love your spouse with or whatever problems they have. That's the same thing we need to do with ourselves, especially as women. We're so evil to ourselves. We so like criticizing ourselves, looking for flaws. And when you look for something, you will find it. So we always have those, oh, I don't know, my eyes are this, my legs are that. We always have those things. And it fills our brains with so much negativity. And that's why I thought, let's talk about self acceptance. And when you use the word acceptance, you have to remember it's like allowing something to be, because what you resist persists. And I think that applies in everything in our lives. Everything you resist persists. If you hate yourself so much, if you'll just see more and more things to hate about yourself. And the more you hate about yourself, it means that you're not in a secure position, you're not in a secure place. So just one little bit of a blow, and then you go into depression or all these sort of insecurities that comes with it. So let me throw a question back to you. Do tell me what you understand with self acceptance and how you practice self acceptance yourself. And have you gone through anything that made you doubt yourself, not like yourself, or anything of that kind? So, like, that's just one of my example with the voice thing. I became so conscious of my voice because every time I spoke, when everybody was enjoying a conversation, and then somebody already brings it up, or oh, mbona uongee kama msichana, unaongea na sauti kama mwanamume. And you're like, oh my God. So you become so aware of it. You are young, you're still growing, you're still learning how to love yourself. You're going through teenage years, so much going on in regards to insecurities, in regards to self-awareness. So that's not really interesting for anybody. Some people manage to come out of it, some people don't. So what is this all the importance of self-acceptance? Why should we love ourselves? Why should we love ourselves for who we are? That's the question I'm throwing back to you. So, anybody, any definition of your own self acceptance would be nice. So, hello. What is your definition of self acceptance? For me, what I say is that without self acceptance, I feel like we are like throwing it back to our God, like not appreciating, not being grateful to creation, to the universe, the bigger self, and everything. I think that is really disrespectful when we don't love ourselves, because we've been told that we've been created perfectly. We are beautiful as we are. And when we don't allow ourselves to be, just to be, hakuna mtu amejiumba. Nobody has created themselves. Nobody has created themselves. Hakuna mtu amejiumba. Is that the spelling of kujiumba? Hakuna mtu amejiumba. And if you were to jiumba, if there was a table there set with everything that we needed, the big bum with the big boobs, with the small waist, with I don't know what, I believe everybody would have just gone for those things that people term as beautiful. I believe we would have gone for that. And then if there's that part of intelligence, and we could have picked all those things human beings uphold. Yeah, we could everybody wants that. But we hakuna mtu alijumba. So why do you think it's in your place to judge other people to make them uncomfortable? And we know, I want to use the word substance, to make, for a woman, for a person to make themselves of substance, to allow themselves to be who they are, to just wholly like themselves. It takes work. It's an everyday decision. It's something that somebody decides every single day, to just love themselves and like themselves as they are. Then you come there, unamkosoa. You come there finding faults. You don't know what it took for them to reach to that point. Say, for instance, that girl, the Forester Road incident. Excuse me, pardon me. It's a sad thing to happen to anybody. It will take a lot of work for her to come into loving her body herself. That's a body that's been violated. That's a body that has been abused. It's a body that should feel detached to, like, who is this? That's not me. And then you come there and try kukoswam to come out. You don't know what it took for them to be able to go outdoors again, to do those things again. So yeah, be kind to others. Be kind to others and let others love themselves. If somebody love themselves, celebrate it, because they're being they're upholding their upper self, the universe, God. They're grateful for who they are. Don't go there bringing anybody down. You don't know what it takes for them to get up. You really don't know what it takes for them to get up. And it's also an abuse. You're abusing the greater self. You're abusing the universe when you start judging others. And it also shows a fault on your part. It means you've not really loved yourself and accepted yourself. That's why you see fault in others. Yeah. With me, we only find faults in others because we tunajijudge. We spend a lot of time kujiangalia na kujijudge, so we will have that time to judge others. And to your standard, who said they want to be you? They don't want to be a copy of you. They don't want that. So just let people be. Let people be. Let people love themselves. So yeah, it is really important to love yourself and accept yourself with all your flaws. Like I said before, what you resist persists. Once you accept yourself, then you allow things to flow through you. You allow things to come to you, because you don't have that energy of resistance, that energy of hate. Love is everything. It's the greatest gift we have. You've started by loving you, so it's easy for people to come and love you. It's easy for people to accept you because you've accepted yourself. And then you have all those bonuses that come with all that. The confidence, the showing up, putting yourself out there, all those things come with self-acceptance. It comes with a lot of bonuses. Yeah, just you allowing yourself to be how God created you with all your talents and everything you are. And to tell you a story that from biblical point of view, I hope it doesn't go against your faith. I like the story of Moses, and I don't know. I'm seeing it relating to this topic in a big way. When God approached Moses and he asked him, "What have you got?" Moses said that he didn't have anything. For me, I'm just thinking, if God asked you today, "What have you got?" Do you have a list of things that you will tell God? Yes, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. No, a lot of us will think that we haven't got much because that's how we see ourselves. We've not accepted ourselves. Moses just thought that he didn't have anything to spread the word of God or to help with spreading the word of God. But God was happy and contented with the fact that he just had a stick on him. Just a stick, and that, the story, I hope you do, and that stick went and did wonders. So yeah, I would like to leave you with this. Just be a person who loves and accepts themselves. And why is my computer not charging? Be a person who loves and accepts themselves and see nice things happening to you. See yourself showing up. See yourself, your confidence going up, shooting straight up, and you doing amazing things into your life. Yeah. I need somebody else to say hello to me then. Somebody else to say hello and what you think about self-acceptance and how you practice self-acceptance. For me, the other thing that I find important about self-acceptance is the ability for you to now accept good things to come your way. You know, you will just be receptive of the wonderful things that come to you. You won't feel like, oh, do I really deserve this? Do you feel like any self doubts and everything like that? Because you've already allowed yourself to love yourself. So yeah, hello, hello, hello. Do say hello to me. You say hello to me. I don't want you to feel so quiet and lonely. This platform is all about sharing knowledge. It's not like, okay, one person telling people, oh, this is how it is. No, it's just different perspective, different views. And this platform is here to let us love ourselves and our lives as they are right now. But it's not saying do not dream big, do not want to go, and do not seek more. It's really pro going for more and seeking more, but it's telling you now you can love yourself now, you can be happy now, you can do everything you want right now, and let everything else comes. That's why we talk about all these different topics, all these things that affect our lives, all these things that cause blockages, all these things that limit us. And then you wonder, why me? How comes I can't seem to break through this? You know, the people you went to school with, and you look at them and you're like, how did that person do this? How, or you certain neighbor, how did they do that? But those are the small things that you blocked your blessings with, including not appreciating the fact that you are in this life right now, that God created you the way you are. He created you and He thought you were perfect, you're beautiful as you are. Then there you go one morning, you're like, oh, my body is this, oh, I'm this and that, you know? Yeah. And then the other bonus that I want to mention is the fact that you end up looking after yourself. Self-acceptance make you look after yourself. So if you're struggling with anything in your life, maybe like weight or something, you'll find it's very easy for you to know that, you know, I love myself and I want better for myself. I deserve being better. You know, you'll find yourself, if it's exercise, you'll find yourself doing it naturally. You have no resistance, no blockage, nothing. You're free to pursue all these things you want. Cool. Who is saying hello to me? Hello, hello, hello. Who is saying hello to me? Bring some noise. Bring some noise. Bring some noise. Yeah. And then another story I want to share today is of a lady. This lady, she used to be very conscious about wanting to look pretty or being pretty, conscious about like wearing a wig and makeup and stuff. And she was like, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to wear a wig? Have you seen how wigs make a person really, really stunning? And then when you take it off, you're really ugly. And I'm not saying wear wigs or no, I'm just saying, giving you this story so that you see it's how sometimes we just don't want to be, we don't want to be like seen as pretty or better or whatever. Sometimes we just restrict ourselves. So she's stopping herself from looking all beautiful because she knows that once she looks beautiful, she has to return to that other face of her. And I'm thinking, I don't see any problem with that. What's wrong with just feeling happy and pretty for some time and then going back to your face? It's not like your face is bad either, but it's just exploring this other thing. I'd like you to tell me what you think about that. For me personally, I don't see any problem. I don't see anything wrong with just wanting to look prettier than you already are and making yourself more beautiful. It's not saying that you don't appreciate how you look, how you're created. It's not saying you're not grateful for who you are. I don't see them as things that can't work together. I see them like things that can work together. Like you've been given that body, but you won't refuse to shower. You have to look after it and shower and everything. Hello. For me, self-acceptance is defining me and being totally comfortable with who I am, being able to better myself in my own terms. Okay, comfortable with who I am. Please do tell me, what do you mean by comfortable with who I am? Because we all see that as different things. Like this story I'm telling you, this lady was comfortable with her true nature, God's natural gift kind of face, but she didn't think that it was okay for her to just want to look, I don't want to use better, but yeah, to look better, having your hair done, having those wigs on and having makeup on. She didn't think she should do that. She's like, have you seen how wigs make you look so pretty? And then when you take it off, you're so ugly. What do you think about that? please. I'd like to hear your input on that, please. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, self-acceptance for me, I'll say, is just accepting yourself, what and all. And by what and all is, like if you met your Prince Charming and he's perfect in everything about him, you like everything about him, the things you've asked for. You've prayed for maybe a confident man, a financially stable man, a person who loves you and respects you, a person who's able to help you with your house chores and stuff. You've prayed for all this. Then when he comes, or when you're getting to know him, you find that maybe he has some big what, or that's the first thing you see. He's got a big what on his face, but this guy adores you. So you don't dump him for that big what on his face. No, I hope you're not that superficial anyway. You get to love him with that what, yeah. You get to love him wholly. You don't care about that what. You know he treats you well and adores you, and that's all that matters. But when it comes to you, a person you spend most time with, you thinking, oh no, I don't like my legs, they're too thin. Oh, I don't like my bum, it's not big enough. I don't like what. So yeah, we have to be mindful for that. For me, I just think it's disrespect to our higher self, disrespect to the universe, disrespect to God, disrespect to all that's above us, when we don't love ourselves and accept ourselves as we are. And I think it causes a lot of blockage. Whether you're aware of it or not, subconsciously, it causes a lot of blockage. Like the example I'm using of myself about my voice, I didn't ever think that I want to do something like this or journalism or anything. But you don't know. If I had thought of maybe doing a little bit of journalism back in the days, maybe I would have thought, you know what, my voice won't be suitable because I've always been told that my voice has some bass in me. So yes, some of those things that we need to be really, really conscious and aware of. So yeah, love yourself, what's and all. That you don't stop loving yourself for like a little bit of a thing in your face. No. Self-acceptance and society validation conflicts self-belief. Absolutely. If you go that, you'll keep on chasing some standards. And just not so long ago, girls with a big bottom were driving our African men crazy. And I remember back in my time, I'd be working with somebody. Most of our girls, my friends were like, they had calves, and I'll be working with my friends, and everybody will go like, what is it called? Whistleblow? Not no, wolf whistling, whatever. At them, and nobody seemed to notice me. And the chances of us going to a club or going somewhere and them ending up with somebody was a lot higher than me. And I grew up knowing that, you know what? Our African men don't like my little bottom. And I always thought, you know what? If you don't like it, I'm out of here. I won't wait for your validation. I won't wait for your whatever. I will seek love while love's waiting for me. Then I come to Europe and everybody like, wow, you've got a nice body. Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so slim. And they're like, what's happening? What? Oh, you are totally confused. So go where you're celebrated. If they can't accept you the way you are, if they don't think you're light enough, your bottom is big enough, go and elsewhere where you'll be celebrated. Don't be around that energy for too long. It will only bring you down. Can somebody tell me who this is? I would really like to know who is there with me. I'm just seeing Facebook user. It's always exciting knowing who it is. So thank you. Karibu, karibu, karibu. So yeah, that's it to me, self-acceptance, just loving yourself, what's and all. Every morning, wake up. If sometimes you forget or you had a lot of things that brought you down, like most of us did, some of us through trauma. Trauma is a different situation altogether. Just go and deal with that stuff. But every morning, just remember to do your affirmations. Just wake up and look at that girl and say, you know what? You're beautiful, you're wonderfully and beautifully made. You're whole as you are. You're powerful. Just remind yourself of the nice things before you face the cruel world of people who are trying to bring you down and tell you bad things about you. So being comfortable with who I am for me means being at peace with myself, letting go of all the negativity. You're still not really answering completely. So is it just physical or mentally and stuff? Because you know what, the other thing I wanted to bring up is that some things are just genetic. You can't do anything about it. For some, you can't just do anything about it. Not everybody. Let's say if in your family people just gray at an early age, by the time they're 30, their hair start graying. And then there you are, you're beating yourself over that, hating yourself over that. It's nothing you can do anything about. Find other ways of celebrating yourself and loving yourself. What you resist persists. The more you resist it, the more you hate it, the more you gray. You're making it worse. How about celebrating it and saying, you know what, we're just like a family for whatever. Maybe we live longer than others. Maybe we do that. Why don't you find other things that make you feel better about yourself than dwelling on that part that you don't like? So that's how I see it. Instead of dwelling on that, you're causing a lot of blockage in your mind. You always look at that mirror and you're thinking about that one thing and forgetting about the other things to celebrate. You are a lot of things. You are a lot of things. You're not just that wart on your face. You're not just that graying hair. You're not just, you are a lot of things. God took some time. Imagine if he made sure that your fingerprints are unique, are different. No single person has the same fingerprint in this world, even twins. So why are you dwelling on that? Why is it even important? So yeah, be mindful of that. Thank you. Yeah, I just wanted us to remember some things. Those are some of those little things that we forget about, and you seeking some other things. You're trying to make your life better, but you wonder why not. We had this topic last week about if it's okay, so wanting to be with a rich person. Still, it's up to you what you want. So if you want to be with a rich person, for instance, and then there you are, you're still dwelling on, oh, rich people want me to look like this. Then you start maybe ruining yourself, ruining your body, because in your head you believe that a rich person would want that. No, maybe not. Maybe they just want you to be yourself. Maybe they just want you to be confident. Maybe they just want you to show up and be there. So you're causing this blockage and not putting yourself out there to find that person just because you've decided to believe that what will be hindering you from getting that rich person. I'm just using that as an example. Please don't get me wrong. But the other common example is back in our days, again, I'm too old, so I have to bring back in the days. Back in the days, my time, where we used to say, wazungu wapendi wasichana wana matako kubwa. And we see every day wazungu na wasichana wana matako kubwa. Every single day. But you decided to block yourself, and that's what you wanted. You always knew maybe that's what you wanted. You knew for yourself. I'm talking for a specific group of people, and I'm just giving an example. So please do not misunderstand me. So you've decided to block yourself that, wazungu wapendi wasichana na matako kubwa. Then you'll never get that mzungu wako. And then another example for me, because I always believed that African men wanted a big bum. So nilijitoa kwa hiyo equation, and nowadays they've changed. They've changed the tune. Nowadays they don't want those. Not all of them again, but they've changed the tune. So we have to be accepting of who we are and what we are, to appreciate ourselves and be grateful to God for bringing us here and making us who we are, unique people, and that's our strength. That's our beauty. Our uniqueness is our strength and our beauty. So thank you. Apologies for my guests for not making it today, but I hope you enjoy this. I always leave my videos on here so that they can be watched anytime when people are free, then they can watch it, because this is not just about it's about learning and empowering each other and just sharing information and making sure that we make our lives great now. And please do not misunderstand me. Self-acceptance doesn't mean that, okay, there's something that, let's say, your weight, you want to be smaller, you want to be bigger, there's something about your weight you want to work on, then you refuse to work on because of self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is accepting yourself and loving yourself, making yourself better and looking after your body, because it's the temple of God. So that's it. That's it for today for me. Let me see if there's something I've left out that I wanted to talk about. And then, oh yeah, I wanted to just share like examples. Like imagine Rihanna when she started off, that people who never loved her voice. People are like, oh, she hasn't got a beautiful voice, and compare that to other people. They compare that to Beyonce and Maria and whoever. But look at her now. Look at her now. With her billions. Fenty. You never know your journey. You block out all those noises. Just block them out and concentrate on your journey and love yourself. And then Mariah herself, you remember she went through she didn't belong to the Black community, neither did she belong to the white community. Because in the white community, she's a Black person. To the Black community, she's a white person, But if you looked at her, like us growing up in Africa, we never even knew that she was a Black person. We just saw her as looking white, and we knew she was white. But she was struggling with all that, but she blocked all that noise and just loved herself and continued doing her. So you continue doing you. There's somebody there who loves you with your confidence and self-acceptance, loving yourself wholly. And then, how can I leave Oprah? Oprah with her weight problems. It was on and off with her losing weight, trying to lose weight, getting it right back. And now she just don't apologize and don't give an ass. HIT. She just don't. So you just love her the way she is. And look at her. One of the icons of our times. So love you, accept you, do not care about what people think. At the end of the day, the only people that matter are the people that are in the arena with the Brainy Brown. Those people who are there in the mud fighting the battle with you, those are the people that matter. Those are the people that their opinion matter. Anybody else, tell them to just do one. Yeah. Asante sana. Thank you. I'll see you again next week. Yeah. You have a nice evening. I wasn't planning to be here for too long without my guest. Nachoka kuongea nikiwa peke yangu. Yeah. So thank you, and you take care for now. Anything I've left out, I might just write it in the comments. Yeah. Just remember, it's injustice to humanity when you're not loving yourself and grateful of who you are and how you are. You are whole. God made you whole. God is happy with what He created. God gave you everything you needed. So yeah. So stop being ungrateful to God for creating you and making you one. Yeah. Go where you're celebrated. Do your best to look your best. Asante and kwaheri. Bye for now, and God bless you. See you next week.
Simplex music.